Hey there, and welcome to this meditation to help you reduce anxiety. First, I'd like to invite you to gently close your eyes and take a nice, slow, deep breath in. Deeper than you've taken all day so far. And as you exhale, concentrate on the sound of my voice, allowing it to ground you into the present moment, giving yourself permission right now to focus on you, making yourself your first priority. There is nowhere else you need to be. There is nothing else you need to be doing. For the next several minutes, your well-being is your focus. Continue to take slow, deep breaths, allowing each inhale to be a bit deeper than the one before it. Feeling your lungs expand out as you inhale, holding it for a beat, and contracting back in as you exhale. And as you continue to breathe this way, feel the journey of the breath through your body. And notice any places where you may be holding stress or anxiety in your body. Unfurrow your brow, unclench your jaw, and let your shoulders drop down from your ears. Keeping your palms. And now allow your breath to return to its normal rhythm.
We shoot most of our drone footage in 4K at 30 frames per second. Since we edit on a 24 frames per second timeline, we can slow the clips down by 20%. The result is a more dreamlike shot that lives somewhere in between real-time and standard slow motion.
If you get distracted by a thought or a sound,
if you've ever shot in log on any of your cameras, the same concepts apply here. Basically, it's an ultra-flat color profile that maximizes the dynamic range of the camera and gives you the most color grading flexibility in post-production. While it does take some extra work when coloring, shooting in D-Log can help you better match the footage from your other cameras. Here we have a flat shot, then we'll make some basic adjustments, and then we'll add a final LUT to the shot.
The sense of being out of control can make us feel
one great way to maximize resolution when you want a vertical-oriented photo is by shooting a vertical panorama. Just frame up your shot and select Pano in the photo mode menu and choose vertical. Then tap the record button and let the drone do the rest. It will take 3 photos that we can then edit and stitch together into a panorama using Lightroom. The background remains sharp, and now we have a larger field of view with a lot of resolution. After a crop, it's a 39 megapixel photo. You can also do this with bird's eye perspective shots to expand the field of view as well.
And the situation itself, which adds on even more stress, and the cycle repeats.
If your drone has the capabilities, a variable aperture can certainly come in handy. For video, you want to keep your shutter speed twice that of your frame rate to maintain natural-looking motion blur. Most of the time, you need an ND filter to attain this, but with a variable aperture, you can close the aperture to let less light in and keep your shutter speed correct without the need for an ND filter.
What judgments are you holding about it?
Since drones have become so obtainable, we've seen gratuitous drone shots on a regular basis, and they kind of lose their luster after a while. If you want your work to stand apart, consider flying at lower altitudes, utilizing slower movement, and even focus changes. Then, add sound effects and music to immerse your audience into the shot. Take this example, for instance.
You don't need it anymore.
Okay, now let's add sound.
There are cities that are akin to towns where I come from.
What's the story you're telling yourself?
And here's another one.
About the situation. As you recognize it, acknowledge its presence.
Try to think of methods to use your drone to better tell your story in unique ways.
To drop away as well.
Another example is using your drone for non-flying applications. We showed this in the behind the scenes for our music video we directed, but we basically put our Inspired 2 drone on a pole floaty to get the shot low across the pool. If we had blown it, the propellers would have caused ripples in the water, ruining the shot. We could also maintain focus using the remote control and app. Think of other ways you can use your drone's camera, built-in gimbal, and remote capabilities to get shots you may otherwise be unable to
drop
achieve.
Away as well.
For shots that require precise framing, try this technique. Carefully compose the shot you want the camera to end on. Then perform the camera movement.
To anchor yourself
when editing,
back
just
in
reverse the clip.
moment.
This framing would have been a lot harder to get right
distracted.
if I flew right into it. So instead, I got the shot I wanted, then flew away from it.
Now let's look at that situation
This video
again.
is sponsored by Storyblocks. This whole video is about drone techniques, but if you don't own a drone or don't have the footage you want for a specific project, you can find hundreds of good-looking HD and 4K clips on Storyblocks. Let's say we're working on a video from Iceland. We have some drone shots, but we think adding more with different angles and landscapes will really help fill in some gaps. Let's type in Iceland drone into the search box and see what we can find. Alright, let's grab a few
total
of these.
curiosity.
Now we'll just drop them into our project in Premiere. And we'll add some sound effects.
Now
Alright,
as
let's see
we
what
move
we
into
came
the
up
silent part of the meditation, give yourself permission to open up to the clarity and direction on what the very next step for you to take is. Not the next 5 or 10 steps. Not all the steps to the end. Just the very next step.
As you can see, Storyblocks is a great solution. Hey Mom. Yeah, glad you're digging this video on drone tips. You want to make a sick vid of our family getaway to Muncie, Indiana, but don't own a drone? Ma, don't worry. Lucky for you, Storyblocks is just what you'll need. Just go to storyblocks.com/mangostreet and sign up to start getting those banger clips for your home movie. Alright Ma, I gotta finish this read. Smooches. Anyways, you can get unlimited downloads from their member library, as well as After Effects templates, motion backgrounds, and more. Just click the link in the description below to learn more about Storyblocks video.
And continue breathing with your eyes closed. Just let your attention start to focus back on my voice. Our judgments of and stories we tell ourselves about a situation tend to exaggerate our feelings of unease, anxiety, and stress. They can skew what's actually going on out of proportion. And they can block us from seeing the truth of the situation and allowing in the ease and comfort we so desire. So the next time you're feeling anxious, remember to breathe. And then notice and acknowledge the judgments about it and the story behind it. And then let them drop away and notice how the anxiousness eases. Focus on the truth of the situation in this moment. You have everything you need right now. Now let's take 3 more deep breaths together. Take a deep inhale in, holding that breath for a beat. And exhale it out. Again, an even deeper breath than the one before, feeling it weave in and out of your muscles and cells. And exhale it out. Last time, your deepest breath yet, sending that oxygen all the way through your entire body. Reaches the top of your head, and you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thanks for joining me for this meditation and for giving yourself this gift. Have a great rest of your day.